He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy
thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness.
The rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been building for some time, with Tank even going as far as threatening to knock him out. Now, those bold words are being tested, as talk of a potential fight between the two has started circulating, turning their long-running tension into something much more serious.
I said, yo, I had somebody reach out. I think I had my assistant reach out to him on social media. And I think we met in New York. After that, I think the next day he was on a yacht with me in Miami. You know how I move around.
The highly anticipated clash between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and rising star Gervonta Davis has reportedly been confirmed. Following an intense and very public feud between the two, their ongoing tension has only increased the hype, turning what was once just talk into a potential blockbuster showdown.
I wanted to introduce him to it, letting him know the world is bigger than just the USA. The world is bigger than just being in Baltimore.
The relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis has always been complicated. Mayweather, an undefeated 5-division world champion with a 50-0 record, played a key role early in Davis's career, guiding him as a mentor under Mayweather Promotions. During that time, Davis was widely viewed as his protégé, rising quickly through the ranks, winning world titles, and building a huge fan base.
Crazy, entertaining work at that particular time. So I said, you know what? I like this kid.
However, cracks began to appear in the relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. as Davis started feeling restricted by the level of control over his career. He openly expressed frustration about how his fights and promotions were being managed, believing he deserved more independence. The tension eventually reached a boiling point in late 2023, when Davis publicly criticized Mayweather, making their once-strong mentor-protégé bond visibly strained.
Tank announced that he's leaving Mayweather Promotions. What do you have to say about his departure?
My focus, honestly, is on Saturday.
The feud became public when Gervonta Davis took to social media to voice his frustrations. Through tweets and Instagram posts, he accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of focusing more on his own legacy than truly developing his fighters. Davis suggested that Mayweather was trying to stay relevant by living to the success of younger boxers, which further deepened the tension between them.
Grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences.
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., never one to avoid controversy, fired back at Gervonta Davis by dismissing his complaints as emotional reactions from a young fighter who doesn't yet fully understand the business side of boxing.
When I say certain things, they say, "Oh, he's hating." There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. argued that his decisions were always meant to secure Gervonta Davis's long-term success and financial stability. He also stressed that Davis's rapid rise in boxing was largely driven by the powerful promotional system he built, which helped elevate him into a major star.
And there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire.
As the war of words intensified, the conflict between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. became increasingly personal. Davis accused Mayweather of being jealous of his potential and even trying to hold him back, while Mayweather fired back by questioning Davis's discipline and professionalism. He pointed to issues like missed weight and past legal troubles, arguing that Davis needed to mature and take his career more seriously. At the same time, Mayweather also suggested that Davis was being ungrateful for the guidance and opportunities he had been given.
Someday, years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great.
The feud escalated further during a discussion involving Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s exhibition with John Gotti III, when he was asked about facing Gervonta Davis. Mayweather didn't hold back, saying it was disappointing to see someone he once mentored turn against him, but reminded everyone that they are fighters first. He even suggested that if stepping into the ring was what it took to teach discipline, Then he was ready, adding that Davis's past success may have made him overconfident and that it might be time for a reality check.
You know, his wings, he's grew wings where he can fly, become his own boss. More power to him.
The tension between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis has become one of the most compelling storylines in boxing today. What started as a mentor-student relationship has evolved into a bitter rivalry, shaped by ambition, accusations, and lingering personal resentment. The exact moment the relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis began to sour isn't clearly defined, but signs of tension appeared over time. Mayweather, known for his careful business approach to boxing careers, often emphasized patience and long-term development for young fighters, which may have conflicted with Davis's desire for faster progress. In 2017, when Davis won his first world title, it could have marked a proud milestone under Mayweather's guidance. But some observers noted a subtle change in Mayweather's attitude, suggesting that his rising protégé may have started to be seen less as a student and more as a potential rival.
Talked about leaving Mayweather on the Brian Custer podcast.
I didn't say I'm leaving. I said my contract was up.
So there's still a possibility that you may resign.
The first visible signs of tension between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis reportedly appeared in 2020, when Mayweather shared an old training video of Davis after returning for an exhibition fight. While it looked harmless on the surface, some interpreted it as an attempt to keep influence over Davis's public image. The situation was followed in 2021 by a cryptic post from Davis saying, "Never idolize anybody too much. They're going to disappoint you eventually," which fans widely viewed as a subtle reference to Mayweather and a sign that their relationship was becoming strained.
Because of everything that Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe have done for him. So I do want him to do what he is saying. Take control of your career.
Things escalated further in 2022 between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis, when Mayweather reportedly pulled out an exhibition fight in Dubai due to unforeseen circumstances. Davis reacted strongly on social media, accusing him of misleading people and questioning where the money was going, which sparked widespread attention and controversy. The situation deepened the divide, with trust between them visibly breaking down. Later that year, Davis confronted Mayweather during a press conference, accusing him of avoiding challenges and limiting his career progress, while Mayweather responded with mockery, even criticizing Davis's behavior and fight choices, further fueling their public feud.
On saying, hey, this is my career, you had yours, I respect you from buying me a chain, buying me this, buying me that, take me on a jet. All that's great, but at the end of the day, I'm only going by his interview. You seen it and I seen it.
The tension between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. continued to escalate as Davis openly challenged Mayweather, claiming he hadn't faced real competition in years, and accusing him of avoiding a fight out of fear. He also suggested that Mayweather was holding back his career and trying to control his path. Mayweather responded quickly and sharply, dismissing the comments and mocking Davis, saying he should focus on real opponents instead of calling out retired fighters, further fueling their ongoing public rivalry.
Thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for all the things you gave me. If the intentions was you just looking out for me.
Mayweather's comments only added more fuel to the fire, with fans interpreting them as an attempt to downplay Gervonta Davis's achievements while avoiding criticism of his own inactivity. Davis didn't back down, claiming he had already surpassed Mayweather's success at a younger age and boasting about more lucrative fight deals. The exchange reignited debate over their boxing legacies and hinted at a deeper financial and personal rivalry between the two.
From the chains of somebody he still respects and respected.
Mayweather's decision to appoint Leonard Ellerbe as CEO of his promotional company, instead of figures linked to Gervonta Davis's camp, was seen by Davis as a betrayal and control move. He accused Mayweather of playing mind games and tried to manage those around him. Despite the hype of a potential clash between the undefeated fighters and the huge financial payoff it could bring, negotiations eventually stalled.
Necessarily had to be leave Mayweather Promotions about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. stayed relatively quiet during this period, focusing on promoting fighters under his own banner. which led to speculation that he was avoiding a potential clash with Gervonta Davis. Some fans interpreted this as concern over a possible upset against his former protégé. Behind the scenes, Mayweather reportedly felt Davis still needed more time to develop both inside and outside the ring, and this difference in perspective gradually widened the gap between them.
Mayweather Promotions, you know what I mean? They did a great job with me, but it was time for me to move on.
The relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis became increasingly cold and strained. What used to be encouragement and training reportedly turned into criticism and dismissive remarks. Over time, Davis began distancing himself from the Mayweather camp, choosing to train independently and seek guidance from other experienced fighters. Many saw this as a clear step toward breaking out of Mayweather's influence and establishing his own identity in boxing.
He was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me.
The media played a major role in intensifying a rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis, with every comment and interview being heavily analyzed and amplified. In a candid moment, Davis expressed frustration, saying he once respected Mayweather, but now felt he was being held back from shining, adding that he was ready to build his own path regardless of Mayweather's approval. The interview quickly spread, deepening public perception of their broken relationship. In response, Mayweather positioned himself as a mentor focused on long-term development, insisting that Davis needed patience and guidance rather than rush success, though critics and fans continue to question whether his actions match his words.